My mission was to say, how do we develop those medicines that I couldn't back as an investor? That's what irritated me. I said I have to leave my job as an investor to actually found a new company. So I founded Roivant in 2014 to develop medicines in exactly the areas the rest of the biopharma industry had abandoned. And that's a strategy that's not without risk, because sometimes they abandon projects because they are risky. One of the early medicines we developed was a drug for Alzheimer's disease, and it was a bold bet. We developed it, but actually it was one of the first projects of my company, and it failed. You run clinical trials. Turns out most drugs for Alzheimer's fail. Turns out that's why a lot of pharma companies had backed off. And to me, again, that was another example, like the stand-up comedy career, I guess you could say, of encountering adversity. But we built a company that eventually developed and turned many of those therapies into approved medicines. One for prostate cancer, another for endometriosis and uterine fibroids, women's health conditions that pharma had actually ignored. And one actually is on the market today. It's a treatment for a congenital disease where kids are born without a thymus. 100% of those kids die by the age of 3 if they're untreated. And the therapy that we developed, now FDA approved, allows 70% of those kids to live lives of a normal duration. I tell you this story in part because it has nothing to do with politics, but it involves what I think is a core part of the American dream, is a willingness to take risks, a willingness to be contrarian. And that's actually the spirit that pulled me into politics.